spoil anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to know,
Okay.
like, how did you feel, like, when you were directing this episode and where you were able to see? I think you know what sequence I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you a fan of the Netflix show?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so then you know that show is well,
That's
first
how he
off,
put
it's
his
a
hand on his heart,
masterpiece.
like, yo,
But
we got it.
I would say the
Love
reason
how he's wearing
why
the
I think
red.
it's a masterpiece is it's so human. It's so human for a superhero show. It's so nuanced. It deals with the consequences of violence, and it deals with violence coming from ego and pain and grief and all
Okay.
those things.
Also reaction.
And
Also
also
violence
the
coming from
character, Matt Murdock's
reactionary
character,
areas.
who is somewhat defined by his spirituality, especially relative to other comic book characters. So this whole opening was meant to bring back that spirit of humanity from those prior 3 seasons, but humanity through primarily grief.
Yeah. And so, there's this thing that's going to happen that's going to upset a
Okay.
lot of people. And it upset us too. When we signed on to the job, the decision had already been made. And so we just figured, like, if this is a show about the humanity of grief and how that ripples out, is first, let's present it in a way that is, honoring the gravity of the act, but also on a storytelling level. And Dario, our showrunner, and Sana, our executive, also like helped us figure this out. Is let's make sure that this ripples out through the entire season. Let's change the characters on a fundamental level and have that be the reason why so many things happen.
Somebody dies. Karen Page or Foggy Nelson dies.
And we realized
That's what I'm
it
hearing.
actually just starts being really honest with the spirit
Because I think that does happen in one of the Daredevil comics.
of the original show, is that violent actions have real violent consequences.
You got a point. Can't wait to find out what happens from the show.